From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for their fullback, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. A first carry now for Alex Collins. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here
we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Gone!
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this is incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. A give left side to Collins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Rudolph. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Gone! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. second down. Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Left side, it's Dorsett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here's Rudolph. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every receiver...
That's caught at the 25. A big 30-yard play on third. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Lucky 56.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Flushed out right, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Rudolph on 3rd down, and able to find Green. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Forced out to his left. And Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the air, Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a give to Collins. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Collins running left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Collins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet. Man, because of the coverage, of way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So now here come the Dolphins.
Detroit!
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Back down, Philly. Here we go.
They run with Collins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Gone!
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And an alley to run. Big hold to the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They go play action here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. Boy, he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Flacco looking for his first toss. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go again with Collins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Mayfield on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Collins. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll set up to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 8. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. The return man is Grant. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Dolphins. 68 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has the only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Fighting him off. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And able to find Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football. Likely
the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
To throw, Mayfield. Drops it underneath for Collins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
Mayfield to throw it this time. He can run for it, and he will. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. It's complete to Glenn. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.